Hey guys, it's Brad. I know the lighting in here sucks. I know the sound sucks, but I wanted to do this quick video to show you guys the samples that I got in from that Chinese supplier I mentioned. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave us a comment below. So I know everybody's waiting on the real weight of the Tennessee Husafell stone. I promise that's coming later today. First, I just wanted to go through some of the samples I got and show you guys what's coming down the road and kind of what I'm planning. So I don't know where we want to start first. I'll just grab the belt. So this is the style of belt, and you guys see me use this style of belt a lot when I'm doing my Olympic weightlifting. This is the sample that I got in, and this is the E26 belt that you guys usually see me wearing. Jim Reaper has the same belt. A lot of different brands have the same belt. This E26, you can't really tell, but this is just webbing. It's just one piece of webbing. Doesn't stretch. Just a piece of webbing, and then Velcros, and it goes through this kind of closure. The sample that they sent me is closer, like I mentioned before, to the Two-Pood belt. That's the number 2 P-O-O-D. That's popular with a lot of CrossFitters, a lot of Olympic lifters wear that belt. And instead of the webbing, this is like I don't know what it is. It's some kind of, it doesn't stretch at all. There's no stretch to it, but it is like a dense foam type deal in here instead of just webbing. And I don't know if the light's going to let you see any of that, but essentially same thing, same style of belt, just the material is a little different. So instead of that just webbing, it's like a dense foam. Everything else is the same. Closure, this guy seems high quality. It does not seem like a cheap Chinese ripoff or clone. Seems like a high quality belt. And then the Nerd Fight Club, the Clarksville Barbell Club logo will be on a little rubber piece and go right there like that. Only it'll be the black logo on a white piece of rubber. Don't know what these are going to be priced at yet. I'm also not taking pre-orders right now. They will be available on my website, ClarksvilleBarbellClub.com. But I want to wait until I get my first order in, see what kind of demand there is, and I'm going to end up pricing them, you know, lower than the brand name competitors, and probably offer free shipping and all of that good stuff to the lower 48. I can't afford to free ship all over the world. All right, so next is the wrist wraps, and they sent me this as a sample for the fabric, but I'm going to get the flat thumb loop that I like, the belt loop thumb loop that does like that. But this fabric, this is just, they sent it in black because that's what they had readily available to send. I believe this is the stiff version, and I'm going to get these in black with a red stripe. A lot like, but not exactly like, the Elite FTS stiff wrist wrap. This feels like actually, this is the stiff Elite FTS wrist wrap. This is the sample that I ordered. This is stiffer than the Elite FTS. And it's obviously thicker too. I mean, it's noticeably thicker. You're not gonna be able to see it on camera. But this stiff wrist wrap is super thick. And I don't know if it'll be this exact color, but it'll be black with a red strip down the middle. And then the logo like this will end up right up here, and it'll be my black Clarksville Barbell logo on a white tab like this right here. Then there is the regular wrist wrap sample that they sent me, and it is comparable to, here's one set of wrist wraps that I wear. It's a really old Elite FTS, again, regular wrist wraps, and the material is very comparable. Again, the sample that they sent is a little bit thicker than the Elite FTS, so it's not the exact same. The sample they sent me, the material is thicker, so it's still just as stretchy, but the sample that they sent for the regular wrist wrap feels like it's going to be more supportive because it's thicker. And then again, I'm going to have these belt loop style thumb loop that I like. I actually put them over my hand like this and then grab the wrap right there in my palm and then wrap like this. There are a couple of different ways you can secure this wrap, but generally when I use it, that's the style of wrap I do. And then, because you're not allowed to have this on, you just pull that down just like that. And then the barbell sits there and you have a great support for your bench pressing. Okay. So again, these are not exact clones. The material is different. On the regular wrist wrap, the pattern they sent me looks a lot like the Inzer wrist wrap. It's going to be black with a bunch of red lines along it. And then the logo will be up here in a similar spot where my Clarksville Barbell Club logo is on these wrist wraps. Next, let's go ahead and look at knee sleeves, because that is what I wear the most. And you guys know I've been speaking very highly of these Tough Wraps knee sleeves. This is 7mm neoprene, and you guys have seen me put these on before. This is the extra small. So I have a small, which is what I usually wear, and then the extra small I can still get on in Tough Wraps, and it's super tight. Now, this, and again, this is not an exact clone, and I'm going to show you some differences. This is the knee sleeve sample that I got in, and you see we got our logo right there. So the Tough Wraps knee sleeves have a seam on each side, so they are two-seamed, black, red trim, and these are 7mm. All right, 7mm neoprene. The ones I'm getting are red with black, but only one seam. See, they're one piece, but only one seam here, and you can wear that on the side or in the back, and it just puts the logo kind of on the side. And these are 9mm neoprene. So these are like the thickest knee sleeves that are currently on the market. I believe Cerberus sells a pair of these, and Mark Bell sells a pair of these, and now I sell a pair of these, or will soon. These have very little stretch. They're still legal in CrossFit competition, Olympic weightlifting competition, and if you have a cycle where, let's say you do powerlifting, these aren't legal for powerlifting competition, but if you squat in wraps and you kind of go through a cycle or a phase where you squat in nothing on your knees, 7mm knee sleeves on your knees, ramping up to 9mm, and then you know, you take your top end, you transition to your wraps at the end of your peaking phase. So this allows you to overload back, quads, hams without the extra stress on your knee joint. And as a lifter over 40, I love any support I can get to my joints. I don't compete anymore, so it doesn't matter to me whether or not, and like I said, they're still a great training tool. And I'm making 9mm just because the current 9mm out there are way too expensive. And this is a small, and this does not fit me. This will not, like if I get this over my foot, it's not coming off. So just to kind of give you an example of extra small in 7mm, there is enough stretch that I can get this bad boy up, on, go, and then get it off relatively easily. The the 9mm, you have to make sure you're sized appropriately because this bad boy is not coming off. It's not even going on if you've sized too small. So I can't put this one on because it won't go over my foot no matter how hard I try. And then I got it over my foot one time, no chance of it getting up my leg, and especially my fat thighs. And my 15-year-old had to help me get them off. I was stuck in them. I will tell you though, this small knee sleeve is actually perfect for my arms. Check that out. So the knee sleeve, if you like a lot of coverage when you put on elbow sleeves, this, like especially for like strongman and training and stuff, this is the perfect size elbow sleeve for me for strongman training. So this will actually end up being an elbow sleeve, and I'll have to order a little bit bigger knee sleeve when I get my set of this gear in. Which leads us to the last item, the elbow sleeves. So I'm going to show you the Tough Wrap elbow sleeves that I still recommend. Again, this is 7mm neoprene. The ones I'm going to be producing and selling are 9mm neoprene. This does not, I mean, it stretches a little bit, but you're not going to get a lot of stretch out of it. To give you an example, they're not the same size. This is a medium in the Tough Wraps, and you see how easily that slides on there. That's a medium, 7mm neoprene. Again, I'm doing opposite colors. The seam is in a slightly different place. It's not around here on the side like the other one is. And then it's 9mm neoprene. This is a small. If I had a small in the Tough Wraps, 7mm, I would still, you see how easy that slides on? I would still be able to get a small on in this size. 9mm neoprene, a small, just to give you an idea. Jokers, not going up my arm. Definitely not getting over this guy, right? So I'm going to do some testing with all of these different sizes so that it is very clear which size you should order. And you can also reach out to me directly, Brad at ClarksvilleBarbellClub.com, and say, hey, I'm thinking about ordering. Can you take my measurements and recommend a size for me? All right. Again, I'm not taking pre-orders because I have made my first order of all of this gear. Regular wrist wraps, stiff wrist wraps, 9mm knee sleeves, 9mm elbow sleeves, and the Olympic weightlifting style belt. I will say the colors are not exactly the same in the red. And I mean, I'm cool with that. You know, it is what it is. I really like the feel of these 9mm. I really like the ease of this belt usage. And I'm really liking the material that they sent for the wrist wraps. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you want to chat about, hey, make sure you save this size for me, I'm thinking about ordering, you know, leave your sizes in the comments below. Like I said, I don't know what they're going to go for yet. It depends on this shipping, these international duties that I have to pay. There's a lot of money that goes into like even getting these samples and like doing a first print run of like the logo and then sending the samples, and this is a lot more than just buying a pair of knee sleeves. So getting all the printing set up, paying the shipping fees, coming over from China, the duties, the international, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Just know that I promise that I will make all of these items more affordable than the name brand stuff. Because at the end of the day, I'm just some dude with a YouTube channel, a dream of opening his own powerlifting gym, having his own branded equipment, and engaging with you guys in meaningful conversation. I'm not Mark Bell. I'm never going to be. I'm not Alan Thrall. I'm not going to be. I'm not any of these other big name guys who go to all the stuff. I'm just an old dude with a beard putting in the work and want to see you guys put in the work and succeed as well. So that's all for now. No, I don't say that's all for now. What's that about? Keep training, and I'll see you in the next video.